Hey everybody, hope you're all fantastic at home. Just wanted to make a quick video about the media industry because I have a couple of years working in the media industry, obviously pushing my own company, which first was G Mega Images. It was a photography company, and through that company I've learned a lot about using the camera, how to get clients, and how to work with people. And I should say that I've worked with a lot of people, and they have elevated me from photography to videography, and I started doing a lot of things in the media industry. And to date, I am currently working with people like Abo Penuel, the Black Pan, DJ Spoo, Vosim Doi, which is one of the biggest Pantsola in South Africa, and he's traveling all over the world. Organizations such as Impilo Mapantsola, you can check them out. They're like a big international company in the dance industry, and companies like VEP. I'm even currently the CEO of a dance company called VEP Dance Academy and Studios. So the reason I'm making this video is that a lot of people who consume my content and who follow me on social media regularly ask advice, and they want to get into the industry. So I just want to talk about the 3 misconceptions that a lot of people have about the media industry. Number one, I wouldn't say the industry doesn't have money, but at an initial stage, when you're starting out in this industry, you're not gonna make a lot of money. That's for real. And a lot of people think once you start working with celebrities, that's when you start making money. But the truth is, you won't make money by working with celebrities, because most of the time people who are working with celebrities, they are working with celebrities on a basis of exposure. So it is, let me work with you, and then I know if I'm working with you, a lot of people will know that I'm working in this industry, and then I'll get gigs. So a lot of people who you see working with celebrities, is not that they make money, but they are getting exposure, and they are getting awareness, and that awareness can translate into money if you can make it translate to money. But a lot of people don't have the expensive equipment and the high-end skills to make that money, or to be hired by companies. So what actually happens is that you will buy a camera, and then after buying a camera, you're not that equipped, you're not that good at using that camera, and cameras are expensive. Digital cameras are very expensive. So if you are young, obviously you cannot afford end of the range cameras, so you can afford like entry-level cameras. So once you start working with celebrities using that entry-level cameras, you can provide value to them, but then that doesn't mean you're gonna get paid for it. Most of the time, a lot of people working in this industry don't get paid, but they work long hours. So number one, that's the first misconception. When you're working with celebrities, it doesn't mean you're gonna make money. So if you wanna quit everything you're doing and get into this industry, just know that it doesn't equal to money. It may equal to a lot of things, and if you are lucky, it may make you money, but it doesn't equal to money most of the time. So you gotta be prepared for that. And number two, the industry runs a very huge risk of you getting extremely depressed, anxious, because most of the time you make a lot of plans that doesn't work out, because whatever strategies you make, they need to a lot of people need to be involved, and obviously you cannot control people, and you cannot control elements. So the only thing you have on your side is working hard. So working hard, we all know when you're working hard, it can result in a lot of things, and the biggest things it can result in is anxiety and depression. You may be depressed because you don't have enough time for yourself, for your family, for your friends. So a lot of your relationship are gonna completely die, because you're no longer visiting your friends, you're no longer visiting your family, you're no longer visiting your loved ones, or girlfriend or boyfriend. And obviously those relationships, they die. And once you don't have any relationships, any significant relationship, then that means you have nobody to talk to. And once you have nobody to talk to, you are bottling things. Once you start bottling things, obviously depression and anxiety fits in when you starting to have a lot of anxiety in terms of what you need to happen, because you're like, oh, tomorrow this needs to happen, after this day this needs to happen, and you're not sure if it's gonna happen, because those things probably they need money, or they need you to be in a certain place, or you think you need to do 1 2 3. So Number two, you're gonna have to be prepared for anxiety and depression, and you're gonna need to have some sort of coping mechanism, especially when you're starting out and you want to get to a specific level or a specific stage in your life. You need to have a coping mechanism. You need to know how to cope with stress. Obviously, when starting out, you won't know, but just be aware that this is the things you need to know, that stress is very, very detrimental to your health. And one of the biggest things I see a lot of people working in the back, the back end stuff, behind the scenes. A lot of people working in behind the scenes. And those people work hard, bro. Editors, people who shoot, people who just working behind the scenes, especially editors. Guys are not taking care of their health, and it's not because they don't want to take care of their health, but they are more concerned about the work because there's a lot of work and there's a lot of pressure. So you end up being in a stage where you're not taking care of your health, you're not exercising, you're not eating well, you're always in a chair, and at the same token, you're not making enough money, you don't have significant relationships because you're always working and you don't have time to build relationships. So stress. On top of that, imagine you're not exercising, you're not eating healthy, you don't have healthy relationships. On top of that, you have stress. And on top of that, you don't know how to even manage that stress. So stress management is a high-end skill. I think the biggest skill you need to get if you are acquiring skills at the current moment and you want to get into this industry is stress management. You need to know how to manage stress so that you can cope in a way. And then the third thing that I think is a misconception about this industry, I've covered the money, I've covered the stress. I think it's the rich part, the fact that you're gonna get rich, and the fact that you're gonna be like the guys that you see on Instagram. That won't happen very soon, and the sooner you are comfortable with where you are, and the sooner you are comfortable with being very slow in terms of expectation but very fast in terms of execution. Like, you gotta execute, and in order to execute very fast, you have to be happy. I don't know if maybe it doesn't make sense, but you have to be happy, and you have to be in a position where you are very conscious and you are very happy about the process. Because when you're not happy, you rush, dog. I've been there. I'm gonna make more videos about when I was rushing and I was very depressed. Not like depressed, like I was very depressed, I was very anxious because I needed a lot of things to happen at once. And right now I'm realizing I didn't have the capabilities and the skills needed to make those things happen, and hence I was so anxious and feeling like I'm failing a lot. But actually I was succeeding every day, but I couldn't see it because I was looking at other things. But just in summary, those are the three things that I want you to know if you want to get into this industry: that working with celebrities won't make you money. Stress management is essentially key because you're going to get a lot of stress from working in this industry. And last but not least, just be very patient in terms of expectation and be very fast in terms of execution. Execute as much as you can, and while executing, be very happy, because when you sad, your energy is very low and there's no way you're gonna perform to your best when you sad and when you're anxious and when you're depressed. So force yourself to get to that happy point, and once you're at that happy point, you're gonna kill. You're gonna be the best that you can be. This is Gift and Duma. Let me vibe, yo.